Hey, I'm Markia. Want to hear something scary?
Deadly delivery. When every day feels like the same as the one before, your sanity can be pushed to the limit. In this story, a day-to-day life becomes a matter of life and death. Dylan's email popped up with an alert. Packages have been delivered. He had fallen asleep next to his computer again. It was a day like all the rest, monotonous. But getting a notification of deliveries arriving gave him an exhilarating feeling. Just last week, he was able to nab a gaming system that was hard to find in stores. However, a mysterious package that had arrived the day before had caught him off guard. Inside of it had been a weird, ancient-looking jar. After opening that, he found nothing inside except a weird, earthy smell. As he rushed along the hallway to get to the lobby, he passed the painting of a moonlit valley by his apartment door and noticed that it was hung crookedly. He stopped to fix it, but the painting swayed back to its crooked position. The lights flickered, the air was still, and a wave of deja vu came over Dylan. Trying to shake it off, he continued down the hall toward the lobby when he heard a crash. Looking back, he saw the painting was on the floor. Dylan approached it carefully when a drop of something wet landed on the cracked frame. Dylan leaned in closer, and then another drop landed on his head. He touched it, and it was a bit thicker than water. It was saliva with strands of red mucus. Dylan's eyes widened as he looked up. Above him, staring at him hungrily, was a naked humanoid creature with pale, almost gray skin. Its eyes were white, its teeth jagged. In an instant, its jaw gaped wide open as if unhinged. Catapulting towards its dagger-like teeth tore into his throat as the full weight of the thing tackled him to the ground. Then, darkness. Dylan woke up at his desk again. Disoriented, he looked at the message that flashed on his laptop screen. Packages have been delivered. Dylan was unsure what came over him, but he wasted no time as he checked his empty doorstep. He ran as fast as he could, past the crooked painting of the moonlit valley. His footsteps echoed down the hallway, and he heard the creature scurrying along the roof, hissing and screeching as it chased Dylan. It grabbed him, and its snarling jaws were the last thing Dylan saw before darkness. Dylan couldn't believe his eyes as he read the same notification from before. Was he having a dream within a dream? He wondered if he was truly awake. The days seemed to blend into each other so often now. He pinched himself. He was awake and alive. That thing couldn't be real. Nevertheless, he felt ridiculously on edge and grabbed a letter opener. He tried to assure himself that he was hallucinating from a weird sleep cycle. Opening the door, he plotted the apartment building layout in his head. Get to the lobby, find the package. As he passed the crooked painting again, he quietly set it down on the floor. As he looked from side to side, he wondered if he was losing his mind. Dylan ducked into the hallway quietly and tiptoed down the hall. Just in case, he said to himself. Doubting his sanity, he swore he heard the scurrying again. It got louder, closer, and then it stopped. Dylan held his breath as he reached for the door to the lobby. The door made a horrid loud creak as it opened. The creaking of the door was abruptly followed by the sound of scurrying, fastly approaching. Dylan quickly grabbed his letter opener and swung around to find the creature there before him. Its clawed arm was raised, and Dylan stabbed the letter opener firmly into the creature's temple before it was able to slash him. The inhuman screech that came out of it pierced his clouded thinking and made his head throb. The creature thrashed, then lay still. Dylan took this chance. He crawled through the door into the lobby and closed the heavy door behind him. He looked down at his package and choked on cries. Afraid to go back inside his building where the dead creature was it truly worth it? All that he had done? He ripped open the package with his name on it, but inside was nothing but a piece of paper. Before he could read it, the scurry came back, this time faster and coming from the door leading to the outside. A chorus of chirps and clicks that sounded more like laughter echoed all around him. Whatever that thing was, its screech had called more of them, and they were furious. Panic took over, and Dylan ran back to the door that would lead back to his apartment, yanking the heavy lobby door open, still clutching the slip of paper from the package. Then a sharp ache stabbed into his back and out through his chest. He choked up blood, the iron taste filling his mouth faster than he could swallow. He didn't die quickly this time. He was stuck on the claw of one of these things, unable to move and slowly bleeding out as he contemplated what would happen to him. Sure, he'd wake up again, but these things were everywhere, inside the halls and outside his building. If he stayed inside his apartment, they'd eventually get him there as well. There was no running now. He was trapped in a time loop of hell, a nightmare he was doomed to repeat forever. More of the creatures gathered to chirp and cackle at him, feeding on him as he fled. With the last of his strength, he held up the slip of paper he had found in the package. It was a drawing of that ancient, earthy-smelling jar from yesterday. It had been one of the many packages he had stolen off of porches. Below the bottle was a message. Dylan, I hope you keep enjoying my gift. This is why you don't open other people's packages.